Hey guys, this is going to be my review of the Mike's Natural soaps. This scent is the Lemongrass and Eucalyptus scent. And as you can see, I've used this before. So that's what the soap looks like inside. It's been dented in a little bit. It's a nice colored soap. You could probably see it has a yellow tint to it, and that's because of the lemongrass. So about the lemongrass and eucalyptus, and I'm just going to fill this with water as I'm speaking. About the lemongrass and eucalyptus, so Mike, well, first of all, let's talk about Mike. So Mike, I don't know too much about him. I know that he used to be based in Brooklyn, New York, but I believe he moved somewhere else, which doesn't really matter because he still makes the great products at some other location, but he still makes them. And I got these about 5-6 months ago. Each of the tins came for about 10 bucks, some were 11, depending on the scents. And I got this tin. I got the orange cedarwood and pepper one, and I also got the bay rum tin. And he offers samples for $1 a piece, so I went ahead and got samples of most of his other scents. The only one I think I didn't get is his vetiver scent. But out of all his scents, I have to say this is still one of my favorites. I wasn't the biggest fan of his bay rum, but that's really subjective. Some people love his bay rum. I loved the barbershop, and I love some of his other scents, but I'll get to those in other reviews. As far as this one goes, some people some of my friends described it as smelling kind of like a Hall's cough drop, but I didn't. To me, it didn't ring like a cough drop. I definitely smelled the lemon, which is really nice. For those of you that know what lemongrass smells like, to me it smells straight up like a lemon, but it has this interesting twist to it. So it's kind of hard to explain, but it's definitely, out of all the ones I've tried, which is basically all of them, it's still one of my favorites to this day. So Mike, his soaps are tallow based. He's an artisan soap maker. He makes bath soaps as well. I've never tried those, actually. I had a friend that tried them, and he told me they were pretty amazing. But I have tried his shaving soaps, and I have to say they're one of my favorites, definitely in my top 5, and a lot of people would probably agree with me. I think most people on Badger and Blurry think these are pretty amazing, and that's the reason why I picked it up, and I agree. I actually haven't used this puck in a while, but one of the greatest things about Mike's is it's really easy to build lather, and I'll show you right here. So this is my 24mm now. I'll start off slow and go a little faster. This is my 24mm silver tip brush from Whip Dog. A lot of people own this brush. It's pretty inexpensive. It's about 30 bucks. This one's drilled 5mm deeper. And the point of getting it deeper is so that it can get more backbone. But I'm going pretty slow. I'm not going to go too fast on this one. I'm not even pushing that hard. I'm pushing pretty lightly. I'm just trying to load it right now. This soap has a really interesting quality to it. It's soft, but it's not as soft as some of the other soaps, which really doesn't matter. I'm just saying that. So if you want to push it into another container, because he does sell them as bricks, you can do it, but you got to push it a little harder, which I guess that doesn't really matter. But that's me. This is me loading it, and I think that's good enough. There's the soap on the brush. Got a good amount of soap on it. I'm just going to set this aside. So yeah, he has three ways of selling a soap. He has the bricks, or I don't know, I guess he calls them, I don't know what he calls them, but the bricks, which are without a tin, it's just the soap, which are a little cheaper. I think those are like $8, $9. He has the tins, which are $2 more, which I highly recommend getting a tin. And he also has, I just have an extra, he has these shave sticks, which this isn't one, this is just an empty container, but they come in similar containers. So I'm just going to do hand lather. This water is hot, so I just went ahead and wet my hand. And I'm just going to start lathering on top of my hand. one of the great things about Mike's, first of all, it explodes with lather. You probably don't see that right now because it is a thirsty soap. So I would add water. It's going to start building, and this smell just comes out more when you lather it. I love this smell. Not many people talk about the lemongrass and eucalyptus, and I kind of find that surprising, but this is one of my favorites. A lot of people talk about his barbershop, which I don't disagree. That is an amazing smell. And some people talk about the lavender. I love that one too. But this one is still one of my favorites of his, and I think I'm just going to shave with this tomorrow. I haven't used this in a long time. I miss this. Yeah, you can see. I didn't even do anything. I barely just started. I can still go for a while with this stuff. And you're not going to add too much water with this stuff. It can take a lot of water, which is the beauty of it, is it's really hard to mess up this lather. It's really dense, nice lather. And one of the nicest things that I've noticed about Mike's, where I think he wins in comparison to most of the artisan shave soap companies, and a lot of people will agree with me, is it's super slick. And what I mean by slick is the first time I shaved with this soap, I didn't even, it's just not going to stop. It just keeps going. The first time I shaved with this soap, I didn't even feel like I was actually taking anything off my face, and it was so effortless. I used an alum block afterwards, absolutely no burn afterwards. The blade just glided on my face, and it kept me protected. It's really freaking good soap. That's all I can say about it, and it's very well priced. He's sometimes backlogged, but I think that's just because so many people are ordering this stuff. But I hope he never goes out of, and I hope he never stops making these. If he does, then I hope he notifies us so we can all stock up on some of this stuff, because this is still one of my favorite products, definitely in my top 3. It's super slick, and super protective. As I'm rubbing my hands together, there's no friction at all. It's just like my hands are, sliding on top of each other, and you feel the same way with the razor. It's pretty hard to, cut yourself unless you're really pressing on your face, because it protects you so well and it slides so well. And it's hard to describe in words. Really, you got to use it. If anything, get the $1 samples. I don't think $1 is going to kill anyone. Shipping on the samples shouldn't be too expensive either if you get a couple. Try his samples. They're a pretty good size. You can get a good number of shaves out of them. I think I got almost 10 shaves with one of them, depending on how he cuts them. But yeah, you should, no matter who you are, beginner or not, if you try this stuff, you're never going to want to go back to some of your old products, because it's a good soap. Yeah, so that's my review of Mike's Natural Soaps. It was one of my first artisan shave soap products. Still one of my favorite, and for good reason. It's slick, it's dense, it lathers up easily, the smells are nice. With the lemongrass and eucalyptus being one of my recommendations, and it comes in these nice tins that are easy to load and take with you on trips and stuff. So I highly recommend it. I know that I'm probably going to always have a puck of Mike's in my arsenal, because it's such great stuff. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.